Hello friends, today we will be studying the basic representation of the different type of data structures in Python, and in the coming videos we'll be studying detail about all those data structures in detail. But this is just a brief video describing about the basics of the different data structures. So let's start with the very first data structure, that is list. Let's make it a heading. Now here, let's say if I want to store something in a list is basically represented by square brackets, and you can store any number of elements here, separated by a comma. Now this is a list containing integer values. Now if you want to see the what this list is containing, we can see that it is storing 5 elements. And what is the type of this list? Let's see the type. It is a list basically. So whatever you store inside it, whether it is integer or float or string or a combination of all these, it will be represented as list. Now similarly, we can also store float values here. Let's name it as L1. Instead of this, I'll store float values here now. So now if I try to represent this, now let's see what L1 holds. L1 now holds float as well as integer values. So a list can contain mixed type of data types, whether it is float, integer or string. Now even what we can do is here, I can also add a string. Let's say I add this, and now see the result, a string has been added. So basically in a list we can have float values, we can have integer values, as well as we can have a string. Now coming to the next type of the data structure that is available in Python, we have tuple with us. Now it is basically represented by, let's first of all take capital T to represent a tuple. It is represented by these brackets, the brackets which are used for function. So in this again we will store some values, random values, and let's see what T holds. T holds uh, different elements. Let's see if it can hold next type of data types or not. So here I will add, I'll make it as a float value, and here I will try to add something. Let's say I write India. So now it has a mixed data type consisting of integer, consisting of float value as well as string. Let's see whether it works or not, and let's change the variable as T1. Now see what T1 holds. Yeah. So it means tuple can also consist of integer, float and string value, means a combination of different data types. Now coming to the third type of data structure that we have in Python is set. So set is basically represented by curly brackets. So like this, in these curly brackets, again we can store any number of values. Let's say I pick this, and now see what S holds. Again, a set can also consist of mixed data types. And what is the type of S? It is set. Here I forgot to check the type of T. Let's see. So it is tuple, right? Now coming to the fourth type of the data structure that we have. Now in this dictionary, what is the way to represent it is, let's say first of all I store it in a variable D. Now what I'll do is, let's say I have a string naming Akshay in which I store the kind of phone he is having. So let's say the phone the person is having is OnePlus 6. Now coming to the next entity that we have, let's say here I store Praveen. He's having, let's say, Samsung. Now again separated with comma. Let's store one more entity here. And yeah, so we have three entities here. Now let's see what does this D holds. So this is how it is being represented. Basically, this particular thing is called as keys, and these are the values associated with the keys. The first entry, that is Akshay, Praveen, and Anurag, are the keys, and OnePlus 6, Samsung, and OnePlus 7 Pro are the values associated with the keys. Now let's check the type of this. Type of this is dictionary, which is represented by DICT. Fine. Now let's see what are the different keys of this dictionary. So we have this function keys, and in which we will pass nothing but just b dot keys. So again, see, it's giving error. Why? Because we have to write keys here. So these are the keys of this dictionary, these names, and there is one more function to find out the values, that is v dot values. So here these are the different values of the dictionary, different phones associated with these persons. So the first person is storing OnePlus 6, the other person is storing Samsung, and the third person is storing OnePlus 7 Pro. Also, we have an option where what we can do is we can simply write the name of the person and see what phone he is carrying. So if I write this, I can see that Praveen is holding the phone Samsung. And similarly, there is one more way to write the same thing. We have b dot get, in which I will enter the string. The same result with this also. So it means the way either I write it like this or this way, both will give me the same result. So just a short summary of what we have studied in this video. The different data structures in Python are, one of them is list, and a list is represented by square brackets. So in this particular example, I have taken all the integers and so this is how a list looks like. And then we will see the type of this L, which is list. And secondly, we can also store mixed data types in a list, and we saw that it is perfectly running fine. Similarly, in a tuple, the distinction of a tuple from a list is it is represented by these brackets. And here also, as we have seen, we can have mixed data types. Then coming to set, again, set can also consist of mixed data types, but it is represented by curly brackets. And then in last, we have dictionary, where we have keys and values associated with the keys. So it's not necessary that it will be always a string value. Let's say I take one more example here. And what I'll do is, instead of this, I write 101. Here I write 102 and 103. Now I see what is D holding. D is holding this. So D dot keys will give you the key values, that is 101, the first value, that is 102 and 103. Similarly, D dot values will give the values associated with these numbers, that is OnePlus 6, then Samsung, and OnePlus 7 Pro. So here also it's not necessary that we should have initially we should have a string and then also a string, or whether the first one should be a number or the other one should be a string. It can be either way. So this was all about the different data structures in Python. Along with that, we also have one more data structure, that is data frame, but I will discuss that in another video. So that's all for today. See you in the next video. Thank you.